Welcome back to Targa Tasmania 2009. We're here at the beautiful seaside village of Georgetown for the Temco Prologue. This is where it all kicks off.
Historic Georgetown on the north coast of Tasmania plays host to the Temco Prologue, a qualification that seeds the field, slowest to fastest for the remainder of the event. For some, it's a time to thrill the crowd. For others, it's the first chance to get acquainted with their machine. Defending modern champs Steve Glennie and Bernie Webb were hoping to make their mark once again, to no avail.
Got 0 boost, 1 pound boost. Yep.
Their RX-8 lost turbo pressure on the second corner of the stage. Glennie and Webb finished 50th fastest in the modern competition. No one, however, could beat the old masters, Jim Richards and Barry Oliver. This is Richards' second event with his GT2. A year of testing and tweaking the vehicle sees Richards positioned once again to be a real contender for the modern title. The team has won the modern section 8 times, but has not tasted success for quite a while. It all comes down to the weather. Richards will be very competitive in the dry, but his two-wheel drive Porsche will struggle in slippery conditions. In the past, Matt Close has consistently put down good times in the prologue. This year, he was second fastest and only 1.3 seconds slower than Richards.
I've buckled a right rear rim clipping the curb coming out of the main street of Georgetown there, so which wasn't very tidy.
Tasmanians Jason and John White in their Lamborghini have positioned themselves well, only 2.2 seconds slower than Richards and Oliver.
We had a great run around the prologue. That's probably the fastest that we've been around there since we've been in the event. So yeah, it was a good clean run and stayed off the gutters.
In the classic competition, Victorians Gary Tierney and David Carra in their 74 Porsche 911 were 1.15 seconds ahead of Tasmanians David Cooper and Brad Sheriff in their muscle-bound 77 Tirana A9X. Gavin James and Neil McLeod rounding out the top 3, only half a second further back. The showroom section of Targa Tasmania is becoming increasingly popular in the event. Rod Salmon and our very own Samantha Stevens were the fastest competitors.
Right to 200.
Their 2008 Mitsubishi Evo 10 set a time of 3 minutes 29.7 seconds, holding out the 2 factory-prepared Mazda 3 MPSs. Second was up-and-coming rally driver Brendan Reeves, 1.97 seconds back. And third went to veteran driver Rick Bates, 3.12 seconds behind Salmon. With the prologue complete, the start order is now set for the next 5 days of competition.
If you like the smell of burning rubber in the morning, then Targa is definitely the event for you. Such a large array of diverse vehicles all in the one spot for competition is a very unique thing. And speaking of unique, let's have a look at one of these cars now.
Queenslander Graham Copeland is a Targa legend. Starting his pilgrimage to Tasmania in 1997, Graham has been coming back almost every year since. This year, it's something quite different. Accustomed to campaigning Datsuns in the classic section of the field, Graham and old mate John Siddons won the classic event in 2003 in a Datsun 1600. These days, Graham seems to have developed a taste for the finer things in life.
Been running for about 10 years, came down in 97 the first time, and sort of been lucky enough, Johnny Siddons and I won it in 2003 in an old Datsun 1600, so that was a bit of a good time. And yeah, had a 240Z, we podiumed a couple of times and then saw these old jiggers and said, no, I've got to have some of that fun.
Graham found the car in an old barn in Kingaroy, northwest of Brisbane 4 years ago, and both he and the car fell in love.
The Ram's Head? Yeah, my wife found it on the internet year before last and hunted it down, tracked it down, found out where it was and bought it and gave it to me for Christmas year before last. And that was sort of the catalyst of it, right? We'll build a car under it.
This is Copeland's 11th Targa campaign, and with Graham Lepp alongside shouting out the pace notes, it's likely to be the most interesting of Targa journeys.
Coming up next on Targa Tasmania 2009, it's days 1 and 2 of competition action.